spoiler alert, I will be talking about the challenges from the quest. And if you haven't seen it yet, what's wrong with you? You're late to the party. Come on, it's like been over for several weeks. Get yourself to abc.com. Go stream it. It's great. It's awesome. You gotta watch it. Because the producers who are behind the show are also the same producers who were involved with Lord of the Rings, and it was awesome. Sorry, got a little excited there again. Alright, challenge 2. The Royal Tourney. This was one of my favorite challenges, like one of my most favorite challenges, because you had like a whole bunch of stuff going on. You had horseback riding, you had jousting, you had archery, you had warhammers, you had the whole shebang, and it was just fantastic. And there were so many feels going into this episode, with like scary moments of people almost dying on their horses, and other moments where it was kind of comical, say my lady to the queen, because you never say my lady to the queen. But little goofs. It was really fun. The core is used a lot in this challenge. The lower core is focused on keeping you upright and your pelvis tilted to direct the horse, while the upper core is supported in all the shooting, wielding, twisting that happens when you fight from horseback. So other than squats, which we talked about last episode, I can't think of anything to help you to train for a horse other than to ride a horse. I took a class to learn how to ride them because they terrify me, and I wanted to get over that. They have really big hooves and teeth. And what I learned is that horses are not four-wheelers. They have minds and personalities, and you have to stay right on top of them or they'll run away with you. In general, I did learn to like and appreciate horses. I still don't like getting close to one. Archery is a mild upper body workout. Using recurves is different than using a compound, because compounds are designed to be easy to hold once you pull the bow all the way back. Recurves, on the other hand, require isometric strength to hold the bow at full pull while you take aim. I'm guessing, but it looked like the bows they used in the show were about 25-35 pounds. Spear throwing uses a lot of shoulder muscles and bicep muscles. The lance is a little difficult. I've never used the lance. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure all it is core and tucking that thing under the arm and trying to balance it as much as you can with the front of your arm, which you can get with a lot of these other workouts we're going to be doing. For the hammer, it's very similar to the spears. It's going to be a lot of shoulder movement. It's going to be a lot of wrist movement. With horse riding and with a lot of these challenges, you really need to have that strong core. We kind of talked about that in the first episode. One of the basic core things you can do, and you can actually do it every day at work, is just practicing holding in your gut. You may think that sounds really simple and easy, but it is hard. It is hard as all get out. You're just thinking about tightening all these muscles and everything and holding it all in, but do not make a mistake. You are not tightening your diaphragm. You should be able to still talk or sing. Hello, George. How's it going? My abs are contracting, and you know what? I feel like singing. Don't do that, George. That's horrible. I don't care, George. Woo! You should be able to breathe normally and sing normally while these things are engaged. Everyone knows the basic crunches, but I'm going to tell you a little tip about basic crunches. You're not lifting with your head. It's easier if you're thinking about lifting with your shoulders or your rib cage, like the back muscles here, because if you're straining your neck, it hurts. And you're just lifting with your core like this, and even just going it like that is going to do something. It's going to really work this upper area. And then one for doing the whole body is called a bridge. You're just picking your hips up and putting it down. That's going to be working the back muscles as well. Coming up, put her down, coming up, put her down. But this is kind of like the quest video, so I feel like I should do something a little more clever. You've probably seen a lot of these exercises before. I've got to think of one. When you're working with bars with weights on the end, and you're doing your squats with the jerks and cleans, that really works your core. But works it even more is when you pick up the bar, jerk it up, and extend. Down, up, down, up. Again, use light weights until you're comfortable. And probably, if you go to a gym, get a personal trainer to spot you so you're not injuring yourself. But you're gonna be down, like a basic squat, snatch it up, extend, put her down. Done! Like I said before, sometimes the best way to train for an event is to actually do that event. So, get a bow, get an arrow, be safe, don't be stupid, and just have fun with it, Aim, shoot. Sucky aim. Oh well, this is just for fun. You want your arrow to be on the inside, towards the body. You are holding the bow away from your arm. And a little trick, if you don't want to wear the little leather thing to guard your arm so your string doesn't snap, you can bend your elbow a little bit. You can take 2 fingers around, hold it around the arrow, and when you pull back, you want to have a nice grip on that arrow so it doesn't fly off. You want to grip, You want to pull all the way back to your cheek. Use the whole bow so that way you can get a nice deep dig. Sight with your eye that's closest to the bow. Ah, that was cool. See, look at it, look at it. Look, I've only done that like 4 times now. Yay, practice. Basic core exercises. That's going to help with a lot of the twisting and throwing and rappelling and stuff you do from a horse. Okay, not rappelling, but that would be really cool, let's be honest. I talked with some of my friends who ride horses to see what else you can do besides the squats to really prepare your lower body for it. And she suggested taking a ball, sticking it between your knees, and just practicing squeezing. This is going to work your inner hamstrings, your medial hamstrings. Just kind of squeeze and hold. 1, 2, 3, let it go. Just doing sets of that should get you going on your way. Yeah. For toes down and heels up, or heels up,
heels down,
toes up, you're going to need some strength and flexibility in your ankles. Easiest way, go ahead and point down, look at my feet, rock, rock, rocking, rocking. And if you want to increase this, gather the weights, and hold those in your hand. Hopefully they're heavier weights. It's going to be a lot like a modified farmer's carry, which we're going to go over later. So I've been thinking about long and hard about how to get people comfortable throwing a spear, because not everyone carries a spear in their backyard. So I thought, well, why not use a broom handle, take the broom part off, get used to holding it in a nice loose grip up here, reaching back, thrusting forward, and you can even just catch it like that. Or you can toss it if you want to practice, but it's going to be different if there's a weight on the end. And as far as actual weightlifting, you can get a machine, like one of those, you've seen them, they're like a tower and they've got a handle on it. And they've got little weight racks there and you can pull. Just doing that motion will help with getting used to the weight. Bates challenge! This one killed me, and even though I swore I would never say anything about like who was going to be voted off or who was going to win or eventually, you know, just in case you guys haven't seen the show, this one just killed me because Ashley, she was a horse rider, and it was so bizarre to me that a horse, someone who rides horses and is in a barn a lot of time, doesn't know how to use a hammer. She's just like holding it up near the grip and chin, 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 chin. And you know, it's just weird to me. It's like a computer programmer not knowing what a motherboard looks like. You know, it's like, it's basic knowledge. Basic knowledge you need to know in a barn how to use a hammer. Most of the stuff in this Fates challenge would use muscles we already talked about, and this thing is already run, I'm sure, pretty ridiculously long. So we're just going to cut it off here. But yeah, thanks for your patience and thanks for your support, guys. Quest on. I love the magic of editing.
Oh, your heels. You need to be able to keep your heels down and your toes up.
Oh, that's right.
And that's Amy.
Hi, Amy! Hi, Amy! You're gorgeous, Amy. Spoiler alert. Ah!
Oh, this is going to be a really horrible shot.
You're way too close to the target, boyfriend. Move over. There you go. I don't want to be on the camera unless I have to. Ta-da!
Oh, no.
What? Hi, handsome man. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. It's all really fun.